Holy Spirit boys basketball coach Jamie Gillespie. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Sully. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Pretty good. Real quick before we get started, your ultimate halftime show for the Super Bowl. Who would you want in there?
Listen, I'm a Guns N' Roses fan, so
Guns
if
N'
I had
Roses?
my choice, I'd go Guns. Yeah.
Paradise City all the way?
Definitely that for sure.
All right, we'll mark it down and put you in the slot for Guns N' Roses. What's going on with the Spartans, man? You guys are playing pretty well.
We are. We're starting to get things going a little bit. We've won 4 games in a row here, so we've got some good momentum going. A couple nice wins, one over Ocean City, and then went down to Lower Cape May and beat a pretty good Lower Cape May team the other night.
Yeah, I know we were looking at the standings last weekend, and we were like, mainland Ocean City duking it out, and then all of a sudden, hey, wait a minute. Let's not forget about Holy Spirit here. They're right in the mix.
Well, listen, I think I give my kids a lot of credit because we had a tough early part of the year in terms of schedule. We opened up at Atlantic City and then lost a buzzer beater to St. Joe over in the Ocean City tip-off. And, it's always good to get out to a good start because you build confidence in kids. And my guys never stopped grinding. They just kept working and plugged through it. We were 5-5, and now we're sitting at 9-5.
Well, you got some real nice upperclassmen that can hold things together when you go through a little rough stretch in the beginning. Guys like Dante Daniel, he's been there for 4 years. He's helped that football team really make a nice resurgence. A guy like Drew Gallagher, who's really played well the last couple of years as a point guard, and you need that as a point guard. You need that upperclassman that can really kind of bring these young guys along. And you got some nice younger talent on that team.
We do. Right now we have a pretty good mix. We have one senior in the program, and that's Dante Daniel. And then we have the core of junior kids. That includes Drew Gallagher, Reese Miller, Sam LaMonica, Joe Marzak, and those guys have really carried us. But then now add into the mix some of our younger guys who are starting to contribute. Jacob Hopping in particular has done a nice job as a freshman. The bigger kid, Joe Glenn, has gotten some minutes as well. So we're starting to get some of our younger guys that are starting to chip in. So we've got pretty good balance across the board.
What do you expect a kid like Glenn to develop into? He's a real tall kid, 6'7", a little bit thin yet. He's only 14, 15 years old, so he's going to grow into that body. But he's got some nice moves around the basket. Seems like he's starting to get a little bit of confidence. That can be tough on a freshman to come into that varsity setting and really feel comfortable right away. Not too many guys really get into their comfort zone until maybe towards the end of their freshman year if they're starting as a freshman.
Yeah, well, listen, obviously he's a big, tall kid. He's a little over 6'7" right now. And as you said, he is on the center side. So one of the things that's going to be important for Joe is to certainly add some weight and some strength as he moves forward and develops and matures. But he does have a real nice skill set for a kid that big. He moves pretty well. He shoots the ball pretty well. So we're really optimistic about the kind of player that Joe's going to be. And not just Joe, because we do have a really good core of other freshmen as well. So we're excited about the future of our program, but right now we're really kind of focused on one game at a time, and we played a good Pemberton team today that beat St. Joe last night. So we're up at Rancocas Valley, and then after that we got a big one on Monday against Atlantic City. Yeah,
you got your hands full with Pemberton. I saw them earlier in the year, I believe against Pleasantville maybe, and that's a nice squad.
Yeah, listen, Coach Heck does a real nice job with them. They got a very athletic team. They also have the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter, and his son shoots the ball real well. So we got our hands full today, but our guys have really risen to the challenge as of late, so we're looking forward to playing a good Pemberton team.
We're talking with Jamie Gillespie of Holy Spirit boys basketball. Coach, those are the kind of games you want on the weekend. You want to face some of these real good out-of-conference teams. How much does that do for you as you're closing in on the Cape Atlantic League tournament, state playoffs, that kind of thing? You want to have these tough tests on a weekend, kind of give your guys a view of what it's going to be like down the stretch.
Yeah, listen, I think these games certainly prepare you for the Cal tournament and the state tournament. Year after year, we've continually challenged ourselves with some good weekend matchups. As we said, we got Pemberton today. We've got Bishop Eustis, who's one of the top teams in South Jersey, coming up down the road as well. So I think these games really kind of, give you a measuring stick, but also just the physicalness of them and the quality of the teams you're playing. I think really prepare you for that last stretch at the end of February.
I'll tell you what, Coach. I like this Hopping kid and LaMonica and Marzak. These are names we haven't really heard much about yet, but these are guys that are, they're not going to wow you, but they're gonna be steady for you. They're going to score some points, get some rebounds, and Hopping in particular, he's really turned it on in terms of the scoring. Did you expect that out of him?
Well, listen, I don't think you ever know what to expect from a freshman. He's done it really, really well for us. Last night I believe he had 18 last night against Cedar Creek. He stepped in, and sometimes it's about what you do with that opportunity. And we had a game early in the year against St. Joe over at the Ocean City tip-off, and he didn't play the whole game, and he got in the overtime period due to some foul trouble. He ends up knocking down 2 crucial foul shots as well as a 3-point shot that gave us the lead in that game. So, the kid was given an opportunity, and he took advantage of it. He's kind of run with it since.
I'll tell you what, Coach, I really like the new alignment of the Cape Atlantic League, especially your division, the National Conference. Man, that's makes for some great rivalries. You guys against Ocean City, against Mainland, some of those other teams really battling it out, and it's turned out to be a really fun season so far.
It really has, and we were in the upper division, for all the previous years before, and we're one of the ones that moved down. And I have to say, I love our division. It really does have some great rivalries. But above that, from a coaching perspective, I really enjoy the coaches in the division as well. John Bruno does a real nice job in Ocean City. Dan Williams at Mainland. Scott Holden's doing a nice job down at Lower. So it's going to be a fun couple years to be a part of it, I think.
What do you make of Ocean City? I think a lot of people didn't think they were going to be this good. Losing guys like Garrett Jones and Connor Laverty, some real bedrocks of their program the last 3-4 years, and we didn't really know what to expect out of them. And they've come out of the chute and really competed hard. And the Librado kid, man, he's fun to watch. He can score in so many different ways. I'm sure it's not fun for you to watch.
Well, listen, if you're a basketball person, which I am. He is fun to watch. I much prefer to watch him do what he does against other teams. But the Librano kid is really a really nice player, and arguably, one of the top players in the entire Cal. He just has the ability to score in a lot of different ways. He's long. He's athletic. The night we played them at our place, he hit 6 threes against us, and many of those were off the dribble. So he is a really fun and fantastic player to watch. But they have some other pieces around them as well. The Donahue kid is, really gives them some toughness, and they have another kid that shoots the ball real well. So they have some other pieces around them, but Librano is certainly the focal point.
Yeah, Luciano Keys really coming into his own, and a guy I like to watch is Luke Varallo. He's only a sophomore. He's a tough kid in his own right, and he's really stepped up as a young guy, and that can be a tough matchup too in that kind of shooting guard position. Yeah,
he hurt us the first time we played. The first time we played Ocean City, they hit 11 or 12 threes, and one of the things I said to John Bruno, the coach, after the game was, you're not going to lose too many games where you knock down 11 threes, and LeBron had 6, and Varello, I think he said his last name is he had 3 or 4 as well. So, but somehow we survived 11 3-point shots, and our kids grinded it out. And right now the way the division sits, if you look at it, we've got us, Mainland, and Ocean City, all 5-1 the first time through. So it's really going to be something that comes down to the wire, and it should be a good a fun and good second half of the Cal season as we go through it here.
That just means you're a great coach if you can survive 11 threes.
Yeah, that's what it is. I got tough kids. That's what I got. Kids that never quit. So I don't know if that's anything to do with it.
Coach, real quick before we let you go, how much excitement is there around these Holy Spirit programs? You got that brand new, almost like a brand new gym. Obviously, everything but the walls was kind of redone. The new floor, new backboards, new padding. It's got to add a little excitement to go to the gym every day and see that floor. I mean, it really looks awesome over there.
Well, listen, there's a lot of excitement surrounding a lot of the programs at Holy Spirit, not just the basketball program. We did do a lot of work, as you mentioned, in the gym, locker room, et cetera. But as you walk up to the gym outside, you'll also see there's some great work being done on the baseball field. If you've been to a football game this year, you've seen some fantastic improvements in the football facility. So we feel really good about where our school is at. The administration has been fantastic in moving some of the athletic programs forward. So it really is an exciting time to be a part of Holy Spirit.
Good stuff, Coach Gillespie from Holy Spirit High School. We appreciate you taking a few minutes. Good luck down the road. We'll catch up with you in a few weeks.
All right, thanks, Saul. You have a good weekend.
All right, you too, man. Thanks.
Take care.
That's Coach Jamie Gillespie of Holy Spirit boys basketball. Good catching up with him